Hello students. Today we are going to learn how to find out the inverse of a given square matrix by using transformation method. Already we have completed the adjoint method. Now transformation method. In this transformation method we can do by row transformation or in column transformation. Let us see what is row transformation. First we'll see the transfer the rows and apply the operations over there. First we'll discuss about that one. Then we can find out the inverse of the matrix. Here some matrices are given. See the first one. One matrix is given. R1 and R2 we want to interchange its position. So R1 will become R2, R2 will become. So interchanging. Now here R1 is 1, 0. It is going to the place of R2. R2 minus 1, 3 is coming in the place of R1. Now see the second one. The second one operation is R1 minus R2. So R1 minus R2. Listen, R1 minus R2. It is enough. R1 R2 minus R2 means in the place of R1, first row, the operation will take place in the first row. Now, this is a first row. Here, R1 minus R2. R1 is 1. The corresponding R2 value is 2. 1 minus 2. That is 1. And next one, R1 is minus 1 and R2 is 5. Next one, R1 is 3, R2 is 4, 3 minus 4. So that is the first line. This is the first line. Now this is a value we are going to get. Now let us see one 3 by 3 matrix. In this matrix, 3R3. Operation is 3R3. 3 times row 3 minus row 1. So every corresponding element 3 times row 3. First I am going to see. Listen. First we will see this one. 3 times R3. 3 times R3 means first row no change. We are writing as it is. Second row no change. See the third row. 3 times R3. 3 3 are 9 minus R1. R1 is 1. So it is 8. 3 times it is 9. Minus of minus 1. That is 9 plus 1. 10. Now 3 times R3. That is equal to 3. Minus 3. That is 0. So it is row transformation. Similarly, we can do the column transformation also. Now, we are going to do the inverse by using transformation method. So, using transformation method, first of all, to find out the inverse, we are going to find out whether it is invertible or not. That means A inverse exists or not. When A inverse will be exist, the determinant is not equal to 0. That means the matrix should be a non-singular matrix. First decision we have taken this one. So determinant I have found out. It is minus 2. Therefore A inverse exists. Yes. First one. Second, A inverse exists means A and A inverse is equal to identity matrix. So I am writing this one. Now what's the technique we are going to use to find out the A inverse means this matrix by using row transformation and operations. I am going to convert that one to identity matrix. I am going to convert that one to identity matrix. If it is an identity matrix, the left hand side will be identity matrix into A inverse, right hand side sub matrix. So identity matrix and any matrix is the same one. So A inverse you are going to get. That is a simple one. To get to change this one to identity matrix, here A11 is 1, A12 is 2, A21 is 3, A22 is 4. I want the diagonal values, these two values should go to 0. To convert these two values are 0, first I am going to make this one A21, this value we want 0 over there. That's why, because we need 1 0 0 1. So this value should go to 0. So that means it is R2. R2 means 3 minus 3 means it will go to 0. R2 minus 3 times R1. R2 minus 3 times R1 we are going to take. Now listen. R2 minus 3 times R1. R2 is 3. Minus 3 times R1 is 3. So it will go to 0. Now R2 is 4. 3 times R2 is 6. Now A inverse is equal to the same operation in this matrix also. R1 there is no change. R2 is 0 minus 0 minus 3 times 1 3, that is minus 3. R2 is 1 minus 3 times R1, that is 0 only. So we are going to get this step. After getting this step, this 2 should go to 0. So we'll see this one. In this 2, A22 is minus 2. A12 is plus 2. If I add this first row and second row, automatically it will go to 0. So that's why we are adding R1 plus R2. Adding R1 plus R2, we are adding this 2. We are getting the value, listen, R1 plus R2. So it is 1. Minus 2 plus 2, 0. 0 minus 2. We are getting this value. So to convert this one to unit matrix, here minus 2 is there. See, this minus 2. Here it is 0. The minus 2. Here 1. So minus 2 means divide the second row by minus 2. You are going to get the same operation here. So I into A inverse. So A inverse is equal to I into A inverse. That is I into A inverse is A inverse. Right hand side we are getting the A inverse value we are going to get in the right hand side. Now listen. Here, see, first one 2 by 2. 1 2 3 4. The same matrix. Same sum it is discussed here. Listen. We have to find out whether it is invertible or not. A inverse exists. Then any type of operation you can do. But at last 0, at last we need this way. So in identity matrix and A inverse. So identity matrix and A inverse, that is equal to A. You are going to do. Now listen, let us see one 3 by 3 matrix. One 3 by 3 matrix will come. Find the inverse of, this one is given. So before go to the 3 by 3 matrix discussion, textbook itself it is discussed what is the simplest method, technique you can use to solve the 3 by 3 matrix. A technique is given. In this technique, always keep the A11, make this one is 1. A11, first element, make this one 1. Using, suppose A11 is 1. This A11 is 1, immediately we can use this one to make A21, A31 may be reduced to 0. If A11 is 1, using this one, first two elements can be converted that one to 0. Then you have to convert A22, that means diagonal value. If it is 0, A12 and A32 can be converted, reduced to 0. Then third step, then A33, that means 11, 22, 33 should be converted that one to 1. Using that one, we have to reduce the particular row. you have to reduce the particular row by using that one. That is one simplest way. Otherwise, you can use your own technique also. It is also acceptable. Now listen, the one way we have solved this one. Here see, first we are checking whether it is invertible or not. It is A inverse exists because minus 1, it is not equal to 0. Now see this well, one by one we will go for. Now see, here R3, it is 1. This value is 1. A11 is 1. So using this one, the third row we are making 0, reduced to 0. So R3 minus 2R1. R3 is 2. 2 minus 2. 4 minus 4. 7 minus 6. The same one in the right hand side. R3 minus 2R1. 0 minus 2. So it is written clearly in the red pen. Say. Now in the simplification is this one. After simplification we are seeing here 0, 0, 1. Using this one, the 5 can be removed, 3 can be removed. And this, what is our plan? This 1 also should be removed. That's why, see this next operation, R1 minus 3 times R3. R1 minus 3 times R3. Because R3 is 1. Using this one, this row can be go to 0. Therefore, R1. Now after getting this one, once again we are seeing R2 minus R1. R2 minus R1 means this value will go to 0. Now after getting this one, we need this 2 should go to 0. So and 5 should be removed. So R2 minus 5 times R3. Now next one, only one value will be there. Here minus 1. So listen, R1 plus 2 times R2. Because R1 may ek 2 we have to remove this one 2 times R2. Then we are getting one minus is in A22. So multiply the second row by minus 1. You are going to get IA inverse is equal to this one. So listen, always try to convert the A11 as 1. If it is A11 is already 1, using that one, the same row A21, A31 should reduce to 0. Then convert A22 to 1. Using that one, that row, corresponding row, second column, that is A12 and A32 can be converted, reduced to 0. Then A33, if A33 is 1, the column, that is A13 and A23 can be converted into 0. This is a method. Listen, first it is invertible, A inverse. So here they have interchanged the rows because 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 6, interchange the rows. Next one, don't go for that like textbook, that 2, 3 operations in the same line. Go one by one. So the application part, we are using reduction method to solve the equations involving 2 variable, 3 variable equations. We are going to solve by using this reduction method. In the reduction method, the row transformation or column transformation, using this one only, we will reduce the. So practice the sums. Thank you.